Hello, Ken. Hope everybody's having a great day. We have got probably our toughest game of the season coming up. But before we get to that, this is College Football Revamped, Coach's Mode. I am the offensive coordinator for the Michigan Wolverines. And remember to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell for me. I appreciate it. This week we got Bama. It's that simple. Toughest game of the season, bar none. They are the #1 team in the country. And we get to play them in the Rose Bowl semifinal game. This is what the playoffs look like. You got Oregon and Louisville going head-to-head in the Sugar Bowl on the other side of the bracket. But for us, we get to face Alabama. I do expect this to be a very tough game. And I'm not sure what kind of success my outside receivers are going to have against our corner, so I might have to rely a little bit more on the underneath passing game, work the outs a little bit more as opposed to over the middle, but we'll have to wait and see what kind of defense they decide to give us. So with all that out of the way, I think we should just get into this. We're going to spice things up a little bit, and we're going to go with our Maze alternate uniforms today. Even if we don't win, at least maybe we'll look a little bit flashy, right? Let's come out with the all Maze. Give the players a little something different to get excited about. I'm really hoping to be able to work my running game a little bit today. But honestly, I'm assuming Bama's probably going to give me a loaded box and just tempt me to try to beat their corners one-on-one on the outside. So we'll have to see how things play out today. Looks like it is going to be raining here in the Rose Bowl. Probably not the greatest thing in the world for our passing attack, but it is what it is. We are going to kick and get our defense out there. Last week, we were able to defeat the Iowa State Cyclones in the quarterfinal matchup. But this week, a much stiffer test than the #1 team in the country. Alabama, I'm sure you saw their overalls in '99. Pretty solid team. I don't think I need to tell you that.
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today.
It is a bit of a running box here. I'm audible to a run. See what kind of blocking we get out of the gate. Not good. The linebacker just runs freely. Not great. Not able to pick up the linebacker, so that's unfortunate. We'll try a little bunch flood. Give me a run look again. I'm audible to it. Maybe our blocking can get a little straightened out on this drive, or on this play, compared to the last one. That's a better job. We get somebody up on the linebacker. Much better. We'll come out in that bunch flood look again. I'm expecting a heavier box this time. Yeah, they are kind of hedged inside against the run, so I'm going to stay in this bunch flood and see if we can win some one-on-one matchups to the outside. There we go. Giles Jackson pulls it in for the first down. Try double pivot and see if we can keep working these out routes a little bit. They're still giving me a run box, surprisingly. I'm a little surprised. I'm going to try to take advantage of this early as long as they're willing to give it to me. Hopefully our blocking holds up. Did not that time. Blocking not as good that time. We had all kinds of guys getting into our backfield. Not great. Not what we're hoping for there. Stay in the shovel dive look. My goodness, our running game is getting blown up. We are not getting a hat to the second level on anybody. So, unfortunately, this is not the situation I would want to find myself in. Try a little switch dig. try to slant Sainer still, try to get him closer to that first down marker as opposed to just running an in. Still not enough to get there. 4th and 5. I think we're just going to play field position and punt here. It's too early. I don't want to gamble that much. We're not even to midfield yet. All right, it paid off. Our offense did a good job and held them. So Bama still holds a 3-point lead.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. In the shotgun and 5 wide.
I think I'm going to audible to a bubble screen here. The linebacker's kind of hedging inside. Not able to complete that pass. I don't know why or what's wrong with that play, why it won't work consistently. It's kind of a bummer for us, isn't it?
Second down. Defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. Here's the throw. I don't think he got anything on that.
Well, not great. I mean, the short passing game is there a little bit, but offense having a hard time really getting anything going. Anything overly productive anyways. Go on the slant route. Get upfield. Okay, he gets it. Just barely before stepping out of bounds. He's able to cut upfield. That's nice. So the quick out seems to be there so far. I'll try stick.
From their own 31-yard line. It's first down. They come out.
All right, I am going to stay in stick here. They're kind of hedged out, so I'm not going to audible to a bubble screen. See if somebody can get open. They do not rush anybody. We throw a dangerous ball down the sideline, and it gets intercepted. Not sure what he was looking at there. Cornelius Johnson was nowhere close to being open. The corner was just sitting under it the whole time. That results in a turnover, and Bama goes up 10-0. Not great. Not great at all. Not the way we wanted to start this game. See if we can get some verticals going. We'll play action verticals. Maybe we get a splash play. Almost throw an interception instead. This is kind of what I expected. I figured Alabama was going to feel pretty comfortable with their corners just going one-on-one on the outside. Tough for us. Iowa showed earlier in the year in the first matchup that if you can stop my outside receivers and crowd the box, then there's not much I can do to counter that. I'm trying to work the underneath game as much as I can, but only so much we can do in that situation. I'm going to go back to bunch flood just because it's been the one thing that seems to be working so far.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
There we go. Ooh, got the first down. Doesn't have to be pretty. We need to grind out this drive as best as we can and get points. We really need to get on the board before halftime. Then we'll be getting the ball at halftime, and I'll be feeling better about the position we'll be in if we can get some points out of this drive.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
They bring a blitz. Wow, he throws a long one out there to the flats. Thankfully, there was not a defender waiting to jump on that. That would have been intercepted for sure. All right, we'll come out in a slot pivot look, see if something opens up down the field maybe. Maybe Cornelius Johnson can win his matchup on the outside. He does not. Cutler throws it away. Let me check that. Looked like he might have a step on him out there. No, he was able to run with him. I was hoping maybe with a free release he was able to get it vertical on him. He could not. Which is the problem I was worried about having today. Did he get it? All right, he did get the first down. Not by much, but he did manage to get there. Come out in a run look this time. I haven't tried running in a minute. All right, it's a pretty good run play.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. Defensive coordinator anticipating this 5-wide set, and he comes in with his dime package.
All right, I'm going to stay in the run this time. Hopefully we can scrape to the linebackers. Doesn't look like... Oh, we do pick it up. Nice. Good decision by Giles Jackson to cut back there. It helped our offensive line peel to the linebackers, it looked like. Which is good.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Ooh, game just got a little bit choppy there on me for a minute. All right, so the corner route worked. I was hoping it would. Yeah, he burned him. Good play. A 60 streak exception. All right, just might have to run with it here. Oh, he finds somebody. Nice. All right, we'll come out in a hurry up. I don't necessarily want to stop the clock because I would like to use a little bit more of the clock before using timeouts or anything like that. But I don't want to use so much that we have a hard time finding our way to the end zone. A little play action pass here. There he is on the out route. That's a first down. All right. So far, so good. I'm going to stay in the run. I probably should have audibled out of this. Yeah. All right, we'll take a timeout here. I kind of had an extra defender towards the side we were running the football, so maybe not the best idea to stay in the run look there, but I knew we had timeouts to use anyways, so it didn't really hurt us too much. I'll try running a misdirection run play on this one. Hopefully Jackson can find a seam to run up into. Ooh, just bad blocking. Alright, we'll use another timeout. I have to go to a passing game here.
It's 3rd and goal from the 5. Let's see if they can put this one in. The offense going to try to open this field up, coming out in a 5-wide set, and the defense counters with their dime look.
Oh my. Oh my. Poor decision. Oh my gosh. We don't even get a field goal out of it. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. How do we not get a field goal there? How did we not? Well, that is most unfortunate. So much for getting points coming out of half. That's a backbreaker almost. To get all the way down there and come up with nothing, it's just killer. Oh! Oh, he caught it! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, what a turn of events. Just when I thought we were down and out, an amazing play by Cornelius Johnson. How did I think the game just glitched. I have no idea how he caught that. It just went full Matrix on it right there. Let me look at that again. That was just... Did it go through somebody's body? I don't... A dangerous throw from Terry Cutler. All right, let's zoom in a little bit here. What happened? So it looks like he's bringing it in. He gets lost on his leg. It bounces off his leg once, maybe twice, and he reaches down and scoops it. So it falls through his arms. Got it. Kicks off a leg. Reaches down. Grabs it. Scores a touchdown. What? That's the most ridiculous athletic play I've ever seen in my entire life. But we'll take it. Sometimes the game helps you a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's funny. I was so confused watching that play in real speed. All right, nice out route again to Jackson. Giles Jackson just doing some good work on those out routes. We'll try our 61X choice. Try little mesh routes underneath. Oh no. How do we get sacked on a play where I got a bunch of guys running, where I got two guys running underneath routes, man? Just throw them the ball. That's unfortunate. I'm going to go back to bunch flood because it seems to be one of the few things that's working well for us today. Wow, I think he just hit somebody trying to throw that football. So the offense stalls out again. Our defense is not going to be able to get a stop. Now we're in an even worse situation. That's a bummer. I'll tell him to just start throwing up some more miracle balls and maybe we can come away with one.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Got some curl routes. Just take some easy yards if we can get them. I didn't feel like the timing was very good, actually, but okay. It was a completed pass, so I guess that'll work.
They're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers.
All right, got him on the out route. Just enough for the first down. He's averaging 1.8 yards on his receptions. Talk about throwing it underneath. My goodness.
The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime.
Try a bubble screen here. I was hoping we would be able to block that guy that was lined up on him because my other receiver there towards the inside didn't have anybody on him, but we opted not to block that guy, and the play only got a yard. It happens. Sometimes that happens. Try to change things up and stay in the run look here. We haven't run the ball much so far. Putting a lot of pressure on Terry Cutler. All right, it's a good run. Good run by Giles Jackson. Try motion middle slant. Hopefully we can just get an easy reception for a first down.
They come out in an empty backfield.
Oh, he gets stopped just short. Oh, no. Might have to go for this here. I'm going to come out in a hurry up.
So they might want to try some longer passes to exploit that mismatch.
Alright, I'm going to try for this here. Hopefully we can get somebody open underneath just for an easy first down. There we go. Hold on to it. Good job, Luke. Doing lots of work for me on the underneath routes so far today. Try a slot read.
10 to go. All on the 48-yard line. And they've got the dime package in there to try and deal with this 5-receiver look.
Maybe I should have audibled to a run there. Probably could have. All right, that'll work too.
At about the 31.
Guys, I really like what the offensive coordinator's doing here. Throwing it on first and second down. Keep the defense guessing.
Nice little play there from Cornelius Johnson.
Here's the 8th play of the series. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield.
Try to work the run game on this one. We got 2 deep safety. Good cutback. All right, good run play. There we go. I'm going to come out in the hurry up and try to get another play off because we're down. See if we can get a play off before the quarter expires.
Where the points have really been scarce lately. He flings it left.
Oh, oh! Ah, he couldn't drag his foot. Darn it. It was a good attempt. I do like the effort. All right, so that'll take us into the 4th quarter. We are losing by 10, but we are looking to get some points here, hopefully. Try a bunch spot.
And they're going to put 6 DBs on the field to counter that 5-receiver look.
Ooh, can he float one out there? He does! In the end zone! Nice route, Luke Shoemaker. Great throw from Terry Cutler over the top. Beautiful play.
So obviously a lot of excitement about that
Woo!
score
Back in it.
the 4th quarter.
Come on, defense. We need you. Come on. Ah!
Way to go.
Dang it! Getting stops.
We're
It's
about
the hard
set to
part.
start things up again.
We fell behind. Now we're having to try to play catch up.
Offense lines up
To
with
make
5
things a little
wide
difficult.
set. The defense anticipating pass here.
Oh man, he just ran right into the defensive lineman.
It looks like the defensive end that
Not great. Not great.
He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down. Nothing flashy.
Not a great throw. We weren't able to get any yards after the catch.
defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. Throws a bullet.
Find some. Oh man, he had him open and he just missed him.
Quarterback, and right now, I think
Oh
he's
no.
50 feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
I mean, this is pretty much for the game if I go for this here. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, great. I think he should be able to run with it. He just picked up a fumble. All right. Michigan's going to fall again in the semifinal round.
Stop on 4th down the last time this offense was out there.
Nothing can impact an offense more negatively than being stopped on a series of downs. And that's what happened to this offense the last time they were out. It's not just the quarterback's job to try to get this offense going. I think it starts up front. Veteran offensive line. See what kind of leadership
We're just going to have to start forcing the ball down the field. There's not much else we got. We don't really have a lot of options left at this point. We need to score, and we need to score quickly.
Quick throw to the tight end. They'll bring him down right around the 40.
Just not going to be enough time left. We're not able to push the ball down the field well enough.
right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice game.
We'll bring a blitz. Terry Cutler's going to get sacked.
Boy, this defense really came to play today.
Well, they said
If they brought a double corner blitz, I'm going to assume somebody was open and Cutler just couldn't find him. A bummer.
He passes it.
Ooh, almost throws the pick.
Intercepted.
We have to go for it here because, again, we're all out of options. We're just playing desperation football.
Just under 3 to go in regulation. And they make the stop around the 40-yard line.
So, I mean, technically we're not dead yet, but I think we all know what's coming, right? I mean, we're not dead, but we are dead. You know? It's just the way it goes sometimes.
Catches it, and that's all.
Good work here by the defense to keep him.
That's a bummer. Yeah, it was just tough. Tough to win any matchups. They're clearly the more talented team. That makes life difficult.
Comes in with his dime package. Quick shot to the tight
We
end.
didn't execute today. Our run blocking started out poorly early on. I probably abandoned it a little bit too quickly. But if we're having to use 5 guys to block their 3 guys, then
Play of this drive.
I don't know. I don't know how you stick with the run game in that situation, but
He's got it out to his tight end. He's tackled right around the 26-yard line.
yeah, we just don't have enough time. Time is just ticking away. We're not able to get anything vertical down the field because obviously they're not going to give us anything vertical. Why would they? Oh, there we go. There we got one. Too little, too late, especially with our defense not able to get stops today. Yeah.
That's the end of the ball game.
It's a heartbreaker again. Last year we lost to the national champion in Clemson, and this year I think it's going to be the same scenario. Michigan's going to bow out in the semifinal round, losing to the eventual national champion. I'll be surprised if Bama doesn't go on to win this whole thing. That's what it is. You know, it's kind of the same situation we ran into last year. We got taken out by a more talented team. We weren't able to execute our plays well enough to make up for the talent disparity. Our defense had a hard time maintaining their ability to stop the opponent's offense from scoring points. And it's really, we were going to have to win a close one. We were going to have to push it to the wire. And my offense had too many 3-and-outs, and my defense couldn't hold Bama from getting 31 points. So it is what it is. We bow out again. Hopefully I will be able to get a oh, I didn't look at stats. Hopefully I'll be able to get a head coaching gig somewhere. That's my goal. I still also need to simulate the other semifinal game. But first, I think instead of looking at the game stats, well, I guess we could. That's not too difficult. We'll look at those real quick, and then I'll look at my team's season stats since our season is now officially over. (29 to 38), 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. It's not a terrible day for Cutler. I think my offensive line was my biggest problem today. We gave up 4 sacks. We weren't able to establish much in the running game. I did take the run when they gave us a favorable look, but even early on when we were getting favorable looks, they were defeating my guys, my blockers. Soonmaker led the way, 8 receptions, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Giles Jackson had a pretty quiet day. They did a good job of shutting him down. They had 5 receptions for 20 yards. Ronnie Bell, 5 for 57. Eric All, 4 for 20. Cornelius Johnson, 3 for 64 and a touchdown. So just a pretty quiet day for my receivers overall. Struggled to win their one-on-ones, which I thought would be a problem going in, and it was. We got 1 turnover, 1 interception from Adam Shibley. So it is what it is. I knew it was going to be a very difficult game going in. Didn't really have high expectations of winning that one. Season stats. Terry Cutler leads the country with 5,052 yards on the year. Not in the Heisman conversation. I guess freshmen aren't allowed to win the Heisman. Not really sure what that's all about, but whatever. Cutler, 486 receptions, 628 attempts on the year. 505,052 yards, 50 touchdowns to only 9 interceptions, 336 yards per game, a 78% completion percentage on the entire year, 34 sacks. He got sacked quite a bit. We would have to clean that up. But overall, a great year for a true freshman quarterback. For an offense that's really built around the quarterback. It relies heavily on the quarterback position. Giles Jackson, 142 attempts rushing, 769 yards, 5.4 average, 6 touchdowns. So, not bad. Not bad. Giles Jackson, 198 receptions. Man, I should have looked at that in the game. I should have given him 2 more shovel dives to guarantee he got 200 receptions on the year. 198 for 1,397 yards, 9 touchdowns. Eric All, 77 receptions, 837, and 5 touchdowns. Schoonmaker, 73 for 720 and 7. Ronnie Bell, 59, 906 and 9. Cornelius Johnson, my big play man, 55 receptions, 1,044 yards, 18 touchdowns. More than double the next closest guy, or double the next closest guy, and also the highest average yards per reception. Outside of, we won't count Roman Wilson because he only has 4 receptions. But of my main receivers, he's my big play man. I think that's pretty obvious. Blocking. Zach Zinter really struggles in pass blocking, I'm finding out. He gave up 12 sacks, which is just, it's too many. The rest held up pretty well. Everybody else, not too bad. I can't really complain too much. We are going to give up some sacks just based on the offense side of our run, but 12? 12 is too many. My defense, you know, not a lot of sacks for a full year. It's decent, but it's not great. Only came up with 2 interceptions all season. Only, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forced fumbles. Only 4 of which we were able to recover. So not nearly the turnover machine that my defense was last year, unfortunately. I wish I would have had this year's offense with last year's defense. That could have been a really fun season. We'd probably be moving on to the national championship game, maybe. But it is what it is. Let me go to. We'll look at the Heisman standings real quick, just so you guys can see it. So Kentucky, a halfback, wins it all, I guess, because Terry Cutler throwing for 5,000 yards as a true freshman isn't that good, apparently. Not even good enough to make the board. Not even good enough to make the board. I am shocked and disappointed. All-Americans, Giles Jackson, obviously. Terry Cutler, good enough to make All-American, not good enough to make it on the Heisman list. Wow, lots of All-Americans for my defense. My defensive line was definitely the strong point of my defense this year. Shibley did a nice job at manning the middle linebacker spot. Second team, nobody for us. Freshman, obviously Terry Cutler. Rocky Henderson did a really, really nice job as a true freshman at center. Run blocking, not always the greatest. He needed to scrape to linebacker sometimes and wasn't able to get there. But his pass blocking, you saw from sacks given up, he was far from the worst and actually held up pretty well in the pass blocking department. Jordan Morant, as a redshirt freshman, does a nice job for us at safety. So, pretty good season. Let's go, and I need to, okay, schedules. I got to sim the other semifinal game that I can go advance it to the final, and we'll see what happens there. Oregon at Louisville. Oregon gets the win. The number 3 seed beats the number 2 seed to move on to the national championship game. So it will be Alabama versus Oregon for the final. For the crown. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to have to go put that into the utility tool to advance the playoffs, and we'll see who wins it all from there. So that'll wrap it. Remember, all love, all the time. Peace.